wanted to make a quick video of the difference between the Nissan RB26dett N1 water pump versus the OEM water pump for the R32. I know the R34 pump is slightly different. I didn't know about this until I had installed the pump, the timing belt, and filled a car that I'm working on here with coolant, only to have it leak out. Subsequently, I did the job all over again because I thought I had just made a mistake and it leaked again. So what is going on? So after some internet research that I probably could have done in the first place, I found out the two pumps are different. This is the N1 pump. As you can see, there's a slot on the top right there. The reason there's a slot there is because the N1 block is actually slightly different. This is the OEM GTR pump. These are both Nissan OEM parts, not OEM-like. These are actually both from Nissan. I have the boxes here somewhere. As you can see, that's just a circle, N1 pump, a slot. Now, there's more differences. The N1 pump has 6 blades on the impeller. The reason for that, it was designed to operate at high RPM, prolonged high RPM, and that's an anti-cavitation effort there. And then this pump, more blades, I don't know, it looks like 8. Also an extra small ridge here to direct water flow, which the OEM pump doesn't have. You'll find that people say online the OEM pump is actually better at low RPM than the N1 pump because it has more blades in the impeller. So for daily use, even for probably spirited road driving, I would predict that the OEM pump would be better. Now, why does it leak when you put it on a regular block? Now, apparently this doesn't happen with all blocks, but it happens with some. So remember that slot. That slot is at the top of the water pump, and the top of the water pump is right here. The leak comes from right here. There's a small M6 screw that pinches the pump to the block right there, and the water comes in from the inside because the shape here is slightly different on the regular block. Now, I hope that helped. It would have helped me if I had a video like this in the beginning. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to mention just a couple more things here real quick. This slot can be welded and turned into a hole, and that's what a lot of people do. I think they would probably use a gasket and draw a template, put it on a flat plane, a steel welding bench, and then fill this with weld. It's a significant amount of work, and it's probably worth it if you have a track car, but for a street car, I don't think it's worth the risk. You risk warping the sealing surface of the pump. You risk not having your actual hole in the right place along the slot, so then you go to fit it up and it's wrong. There's a lot to it. It would be cool if someone made a press-in plug that you could JB weld in. There's an idea for someone who builds GTR parts. Also, this is what the pump looks like when it's on. You can see that little fastener at the top. That's the M6 that we were talking about earlier. So this is the stock pump on the stock block. Just fit up and now curing. We're going to let it cure for a few hours before putting everything back together. Thanks for tuning in.